Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Carlisle, the Education Coordinator for the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society. I just want to welcome you all and thank you all for joining us for our week 2 of our 2020 National Virtual SYP Challenges. And I'm going to be going over some updates and as well as the week 2 challenges, and then we can go ahead and get started with the wildlife identification skills and tips video. So I'm going to share my screen with you all so you can see the PowerPoint that we had prepared for you all. Okay, and again, the week 2 challenges are from July 13th to the 18th. So for some updates on Facebook, we had a student have some troubles tagging the NAFWS. So kind of way to combat that is you can post your photo and the caption as a comment on the 2020 SYP virtual welcome video, or you can also post on the NAFWS page for the photo challenges. Or also some other alternatives that you can do is you can post your photo or video for the photo and video challenges on the NAFWS social media website. So you can post it on Twitter and you can tag us, and you could post it on the Instagram, which you can also tag us, and then you can go ahead and try Facebook again. And also don't forget that the videos are also going to be posted on the NFWS YouTube channel. And another update is the YouTube comments were turned off, but now they're turned on, so you can go ahead and comment on the YouTube videos from our YouTube channel. So those are some updates. And then our week 2 challenges, and again, it's going to be from July 13th to the 18th, and the last day you can complete the week 2 challenges is July 18th at 10 p.m. Mountain Time. And here are the challenges. So the first challenge is to post a picture or video of you doing your favorite outdoor activity on social media, and then be sure to tag the NAFWS and then also include why it is your favorite outdoor activity in your caption. And then the next challenge is to spend time in nature to pray and reflect for at least 20 minutes. You can definitely spend more time doing those things if you'd like. And then our next challenge is to share your future goals with a family member or a friend. And these goals can be any kind of goal. It can be your career goals, your educational goals. It can also be your workout goals. We just want to encourage you all to be able to share your goals with your family member and friend, and also think about your future goals. And lastly is to watch the wildlife identification skills and tips video. So you are well on your way with finishing that challenge by watching this video. And the prize for completing the week 2 challenges is a hammock. And again, if you have any questions or comments about the challenges, please feel free to contact me at my email, which is acarlisle@nafws.org. Or you can also text, or you can, if you feel more comfortable giving me a phone call, you can do that too at my personal cell phone at 505-862-3779. And then also, you can also find more information by maybe watching or re-watching the 2020 National Virtual SYP welcome video, which is posted on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our YouTube channel, and the NFWS website. And then also for more information, you can visit the NFWS website, which is NAFWS.org. And then if you click on the Youth and Pre-Professionals tab, that will take you to the SYP challenges. And then, so part of the challenges for this week is watching the wildlife identification skills and tips video, which is what this video is. And before I hand the video over to our NAFWS wildlife biologist, I would thought that we can kind of define and talk about what a wildlife biologist is and what they do. Okay, so a wildlife biologist is someone who studies wildlife, and that can be birds, fish, mammals, and they can also study their habitats and the interactions between other wildlife, or the interactions between wildlife and their habitat. And it can also be between the interactions of wildlife and humans. And then they may also work with one wildlife species. So we can have a wildlife biologist that only focuses on ungulates or on like bison. And then we can also have biologists that focus on a region and focus on all the different wildlife within that region. And then there's also other concentrations where wildlife biologists can focus on wildlife diseases. So that's kind of a little bit, gives you an idea of what wildlife biologists do. And kind of the possible duties and jobs that wildlife biologists may do is, so they can research wildlife populations, they can work with game populations such as elk or deer, and they can help determine setting hunting limits or catch limits for fish. And wildlife biologists can participate and conduct research and create research reports to help other wildlife biologists to learn more about furthering research in wildlife. And they can also work to improve wildlife habitats. They can help develop plans to protect wildlife species, whether that can be endangered species or invasive species or non-native species. And wildlife can also evaluate the impacts of humans on wildlife, and they can also help in develop environmental policy, and wildlife biologists also help with creating educational programs, so to teach the public about the wildlife and make them aware of maybe wildlife issues in their area, in the region, or throughout the world. So that kind of gives you all an idea of what wildlife biologists may do. It's definitely not just these that I've had listed. They do a wide range of things. So with that, I'm going to have our NAFWS wildlife biologist talk about how she identifies birds in her work and in the field, and kind of give you all some tips and things to think about as you try to identify birds, or if you're birding for fun or for work. So here she is.
Hello, my name is Corey Lucero. I am a fish and wildlife biologist with the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society. I'm a graduate of Oklahoma State University, where I obtained my bachelor's in wildlife and fisheries ecology management. I previously worked with the Society as a chronic wasting disease biologist. We're going to discuss ways to identify birds. We're going to look at birds in flight, feather color, bird calls, regions, and habitats. There are many ways to identify birds. We can look at their wing shapes. We can look at the variety of different colors in birds. We can look at head positions. The picture on the left is a great blue heron. They tend to fly with their necks in an S-shaped curve. The middle picture is a sandhill crane. And I'm sure everybody knows that the picture on the right is a Canada goose. They both fly with their heads straight out. We can also look at tail shapes. Depending on where the bird is normally found is how the tail would be formed, and it's usually if it's in the desert grasslands, or if it lives in the forest with a lot of trees, or if it lives along the shorelines. That's usually how, and they usually mostly use their tails in flight for maneuvering around. Bird calls. Can you identify? Regions and habitats. This mainly depends on where you're from, that will indicate what types of birds you will see, whether it's the Arctic and alpine tundra, the desert, coniferous forest, deciduous forest, grasslands, or in tropical climates. In conclusion, identifying birds is both enjoying and educational. Whether for recreation or being lucky enough to have a job where you get to do this every day, birding is fun. You will need to learn what was discussed You may only catch a quick glimpse to identify a bird, or you may only hear it. Listen for your common backyard birds first, then expand. Take a walk, listen, and keep your eyes out for our feathered friends.
Thank you, Corey, for the great skills and tips for identifying birds. So again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. And here again is my contacts, my email, and my phone number, and as well as the information to where to get more information. So you all have a good day. Thank you.